In our office, we see a lot of families and kids and babies, and a question that I get asked often is, how long should my baby keep coming in and getting adjusted? Now, there are a lot of reasons why families and babies come in the first place. Maybe there was some trauma at birth that started to cause a problem like torticollis, or some feeding issues because there was tongue tie or some kind of cranial issue, or maybe baby's not going to the bathroom well, or spitting up too much, or having ear infections or something like that. There's clearly something that is going on that has this effect on baby's health. And so there are some different things that we can do. And so first thing I want to do is kind of look at this continuum of health. And I try to break this down so it's super simple. Over here on the left, we have 0% health, where we're just, not alive. And then we have on the opposite in 100%, where we've reached our optimum potential and we have gone as far as we can go, that we're as healthy as we can be, that we can function as well as we can. And then we have somewhere in the middle. And guys, let me tell you that we have to drop down quite a bit before we start having symptoms and before we start having problems. And so for the sake of our illustration today, we're going to say that at about 40% of health, when we get to that point, then we have symptoms. Once you get under that. And those symptoms can show up as a lot of things. Again, for babies, it's ear infection and colic and digestive issues, either being constipated or spitting up too much, or all kinds of things. And if we're way down there, then that's the point where I see a lot of parents bringing their baby to me to be able to help them with their symptom. And we love taking care of babies, and we love taking them that hurdle over that 40% mark there where things are functioning better. But it's the same question that I have for adults: is how healthy do we want to be? Do we get to the point where we're just satisfied with not having symptoms? Or do we want to continue to improve our health? And let me explain a couple of things just so that we're really clear. With chiropractic, we understand that the nervous system is in control over everything. So your brain sends messages down the spinal cord out of all the nerves. Those nerves go to every part of our body. And as long as that pathway is really clear, then our body can function really well. But different things can happen that can affect the way the nervous system is functioning. These little misalignments in the spine, they put pressure on nerves, and those nerves travel to different parts of our body. And if those nerves aren't functioning well, then our body's not going to function very well. So if your baby has little misalignments in the spine, the most common are at C1 and C2, and then down in the sacrum. And then we have some other things that show up in the middle too. But if you have those misalignments in the spine, then even if baby doesn't have symptoms, they're still not functioning as well as they can. And so because of that, it's so important to make sure that we do anything that we can to keep things working, feeling, functioning as well as we possibly can. And that's where chiropractic comes into play. We give really gentle adjustments to get things working better. We come up with ways to keep things functioning well with your baby. Really just normal, healthy habits work just fine. The joy of babies is as they start moving and figuring out how to crawl and walk and roll over and fall down and stand up and fall down. These things kind of constantly work their way in and out of position. And the good news is baby's flexible. And because baby's flexible, they don't fracture things. Because baby's flexible, they don't die because they fall. But because baby's flexible, things can move out of position very easily. And it's even more important to make sure that things are functioning really well. So getting baby checked out regularly can make a huge difference in how baby is feeling and functioning. Checking out baby and getting baby adjusted is going to help move that health picture forward, moving forward past that 40%, 50%, 60%, working them up to 100%. All of us want that goal to be 100% healthy as we can possibly be. Same goes for your baby. So a lot of it depends on your goals. If the goal is symptom relief and you've achieved symptom relief and that's all you want, then you're all set. If your goal is to help baby to get to 100% health, like it would be to get yourself to 100% health, then once symptoms are relieved, it's still a good idea to get baby checked out periodically to make sure that things are functioning really well. We typically adjust babies anywhere from once a week to once a month, depending on how things are working. And so I look forward to taking care of you and your family. Have a wonderful day. I'm Dr. Emil Tompkins, and we'll see you later.